Audio Adventures of the Goddesses from A to Z. A fan fiction audio drama inspired by Goddesses from A to Z by Ellen Lorenzi Prince. Welcome, dear listeners, to the audio adventures of the Goddesses from A to Z. Our story begins on an absolutely ordinary Tuesday evening in the city of Millbrook, in the cozy second-floor apartment of one Arthur Pendleton. Arthur is 43 years old, pleasantly round in the way of a man who truly enjoys a good meal, and is currently wearing his favorite forest green cardigan, the one with the slightly frayed left cuff that he refuses to replace because it has achieved what he calls perfect comfort calibration. Arthur is autistic, which means he experiences the world with extraordinary precision and depth, notices details others miss, and has a very strong preference for things happening in the correct order. Right now, he is alphabetizing his collection of vintage European railway timetables, which is, in his own words, the most relaxing activity known to humankind. And then, the portal opened. The vortex expanded, filling the room with warm, pulsing light and a sound like 1,000 wind chimes playing a symphony. Mr. Whiskers leapt off the armchair and hid under the bed with impressive speed. The timetables scattered, the kettle screamed, and Arthur Pendleton, still clutching the 1889 Bavarian Eastern Line schedule, was swept off his feet and pulled through the shimmering golden door between worlds. Arthur landed with a soft, dignified thud on a bed of glowing silver-green moss in a forest that was simultaneously ancient and impossible. The trees were taller than skyscrapers, and their leaves were every color that had ever existed, and several that hadn't. The air smelled of rain and honey, and something that was probably magic. Arthur lay on his back for a moment, staring up at a sky full of 3 moons and approximately 40,000 stars, and did what any sensible person would do. 1887, 1888, 1889. Perfect. The Bavarian Eastern Line. You go right between the Belgian Northern Coastal and the Bohemian Central. Beautiful. What is that? That is a swirling vortex of golden light in my living room. That is not supposed to be there. That is not on my schedule. Okay, Arthur, breathe. It could be a gas leak. It could be a very unusual television advertisement. It could be... My tea! My tea is still steeping! It will be oversteeped! I specifically set the timer for 4 minutes! 4 minutes! This is not Millbrook. Right. Okay. I am in an unknown location that appears to be a mythological forest. The sky has 3 moons, which is not standard. The moss is bioluminescent, which is unusual. I am going to need to find someone who can explain this and then help me get home before Mr. Whisker's 6 o'clock feeding. I can do this. I am a capable adult. Ha! Halt, mortal! I am Artemis, goddess of the hunt, mistress of the moon, protector of the wilderness. You have fallen from the sky like a magnificent, albeit slightly soft, comet. I saw you land from my hunting tower. You are the most interesting thing to fall into my forest in 300 years.
Hello. You are very loud. I'm Arthur. I'm from Millbrook. I need to get home. Do you know where the nearest portal is?
Confused pause. Portal? You don't want to know about my hunting trophies? My legendary bow? My pack of divine silver hounds?
I'm sure they're very impressive, but I'm more concerned about the logistics of my return journey. Also, your hounds are very close to me, and dogs make me nervous when they're in a pack. Could you ask them to sit?
Astonished, then commanding. Sit! his eyes alone. He has the bearing of a great hunter.
I asked you to ask them. I didn't do anything. Also, I'm not a hunter. I'm a retired municipal archivist. I organize documents.
Delighted! An archivist! You catalog the great deeds of warriors. You are a keeper of legends. This is even better. You shall catalog my great deeds. Come, Arthur of Millbrook, we shall run through the forest and I will show you the legendary golden stag.
I don't run. I have mild asthma and a knee that predicts rain. And I don't have my inhaler. Also, I'm still holding a railway timetable, and I'd like to put it somewhere safe first. Pause. Genuinely puzzled. What is a railway timetable? It's a schedule for trains. Trains are large vehicles that travel on fixed rails and carry passengers and cargo according to a predetermined timetable. They're extremely reliable if maintained properly, which is more than I can say for magical forests. Slowly, with wonder, a great iron beast that runs on a fixed path, like a river of metal, and it always arrives when it is supposed to? When it's on time, yes. This is the most romantic thing I have ever heard. It's a train schedule.
Oh, what vision is this? What magnificent, gentle-eyed wanderer has graced our sacred forest? I am Brigid, goddess of the sacred flame, patron of poets, healer of the broken heart, and I feel a poem coming on.
Please don't.
Oh, Arthur of the green cardigan, round as the harvest moon, with eyes like... What color are your eyes?
Brown.
With eyes like rich autumn earth, and spectacles like twin circles of...
They're just glasses, Brigid. Standard prescription lenses. Nothing poetic about them.
Everything is poetic! The way you hold that paper, the way you adjusted your glasses just now, the way you said standard prescription lenses with such precision. Oh, I shall write a 12-part epic.
I asked Artemis for a limerick and she started talking about iron beasts. I'm now asking you for nothing. I just want directions home.
Home! Oh, he longs for home, like Odysseus upon the wine-dark sea, like the wandering bard who...
I'm not Odysseus. Odysseus took 10 years to get home and made a lot of questionable decisions along the way. I would like to get home in time for dinner. My cat has a strict schedule.
His cat is named Mr. Whiskers, and he is an orange tabby of considerable dignity. He has a cat. He cares for a small creature. He is a nurturer. Oh, Arthur.
Brigid, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I am currently experiencing a significant amount of sensory and social overload, and I need everyone to lower their voices by about 40%. Can we do that?
Oh, of course. I'm sorry, Arthur. Gentle pause. Is this better?
Yes, thank you. That's much better. You have a very nice voice when you use your inside voice.
He said I have a nice voice.
Peace, daughters of the sky. You are overwhelming the traveler. Hello, Arthur Pendleton. I am Crow Mother. I have been watching you since you fell through the sky. You have a good heart and a very organized mind.
Hello.
Thank you. You're much quieter than the others. I appreciate that. I have brought you something. Sit.
Oh, this is actually quite comfortable. Thank you.
I have organized your railway timetables chronologically and by geographic region.
The Bavarian Eastern Line is now cross-referenced with the Austro-Hungarian Imperial Network.
You cross-referenced them?
I also created a color-coded index.
That is the kindest thing anyone has done for me in a very long time.
Arthur, you are in the mythical realm of the alphabet pantheon. 26 goddesses from cultures across the world have their home here. You were brought here by the cosmic lottery, a very old magic that occasionally selects a mortal of exceptional quality to visit our realm.
I didn't enter any lottery.
You never do. That's rather the point.
Can I go home?
Yes, but the portal home can only be opened by collecting 26 tokens, one from each goddess, given freely. It is a quest.
How many goddesses are there?
26. Yes.
Any of them have snacks? I haven't eaten since lunch and it's well past my dinner time.
Vesta has a hearth. She makes excellent bread.
Right. Let's begin.
Arthur Pendleton! I am Durga, warrior goddess, slayer of demons, protector of the righteous. I have heard of your arrival, and I have come to offer you my protection. Name your enemies, and I shall vanquish them.
Hello, Durga. I don't have any enemies.
None?
Well, there's Gerald from the second floor who plays his television too loud after 10 p.m., but I wouldn't call him an enemy. More of an ongoing inconvenience.
I shall deal with this Gerald.
Please don't. I've already filed a noise complaint with the building manager. The system is handling it.
The system.
Yes, proper channels. They're important.
Then I shall be your bodyguard. I shall walk beside you and ensure no harm comes to you on your quest.
That's actually quite practical. Thank you, Durga. Could you put some of the swords away, though? They make me nervous.
Pause. Then slowly putting weapons away. Fine. But I am keeping the trident.
One trident seems reasonable.
Oh, you must be Arthur! I'm Epona, goddess of horses. I heard you were here and I came as fast as I could. Do you ride?
I do not ride.
Would you like to learn?
I would not. Horses are very tall, and I have a poor sense of balance. I also don't have a helmet.
Starlight says you have a kind face.
Please thank Starlight for the compliment.
He thanked Starlight! She likes you. She wants to give you her token.
That's very generous. What does the token look like?
Here. It's a lucky horseshoe for your quest.
Thank you. I'll put it in my cardigan pocket. Pause. Epona, do you know where I might find the goddess Fortuna? I understand she's next, alphabetically.
Fortuna! She's everywhere and nowhere. You never find Fortuna. She finds you.
That sounds statistically unreliable.
Ha! Did someone say statistically unreliable? I am Fortuna, goddess of luck, mistress of chance, spinner of the wheel of fortune, and you, Arthur Pendleton, are the most statistically improbable mortal I have ever encountered.
You're going to fall off that wheel.
I never fall off the wheel. Well, occasionally. More than occasionally. But But that's the point! Life is unpredictable! Embrace the chaos!
I prefer not to embrace chaos. I prefer schedules and clearly labeled filing systems.
You are the most interesting mortal I have seen in centuries. Here, flip it. Catch!
Catching it. What is this?
My token! A golden coin of fortune! It will always land on the side you need, not necessarily the side you want. There's a difference.
Examine it. Thank you. Fortuna, could you please stop spinning? You're making me dizzy just watching you.
I'll try! No promises. That's rather my whole thing.
Arthur Pendleton. I am Gaia, Mother Earth. I am older than your words and wider than your sky. I have been watching you since before you were born.
Hello, Gaia? Where are you exactly?
Everywhere. The ground beneath your feet, the air in your lungs, the moss you sat upon earlier.
Oh. Should I apologize for sitting on you?
I enjoyed the company. You have a gentle weight, Arthur. You walk carefully. You don't crush small things.
Try to be mindful of where I step. There are often interesting things at ground level that people miss.
Yes. Here is my token, a piece of my heart. Carry it, and you will always know which way is home.
Holding it, feeling its warmth. Thank you, Gaia. That's very practical, actually.
I thought you might appreciate that.
Word had spread through the mythical realm with the speed of divine gossip, which is to say, instantaneously. By the time Arthur and his growing entourage, Artemis, Brigid, Crowmother, Durga, Epona, and Fortuna, reached the Crystal Pavilion at the center of the realm, 6 more goddesses were waiting for them. Arthur, to his credit, handled this with remarkable composure, which is to say he stopped walking, took 3 deep breaths, and said very quietly,
There are a lot of people here.
Would you like a moment?
Yes, please. Okay, I'm ready.
Author-san, I am Haya Akitsuhime, Japanese goddess of dragonflies. I have watched you from the wings of my dragonflies. You notice small things. You are careful. I find this admirable.
Thank you. Dragonflies are fascinating. They have compound eyes that can see almost 360 degrees. Very efficient design.
My token. May it help you see in all directions. I am Isis, goddess of magic, mistress of the throne of Egypt. I have read your heart, Arthur Pendleton. You are loyal, precise, and deeply kind. These are rare qualities in any world.
That's very generous. I'm also quite anxious, and I talk about trains more than most people find comfortable.
Authenticity is its own magic. My token, the symbol of life. May your path be long and your heart be light.
I am Julogal, the Rainbow Serpent. I am older than old. I made the rivers. I made the rain. I am not very good at small talk.
That's fine. I'm not either.
Good. My token. You are acceptable, Arthur Pendleton.
Thank you. That might be the most honest compliment I've received today.
Arthur, I am Kuan Yin. I hear the cries of all who suffer, and I heard yours. Not a cry of pain, but of confusion. Of a mind that works differently, in a world that doesn't always make room for it. I see you, Arthur, exactly as you are.
Thank you.
My token. Compassion for yourself as much as for others.
Try.
And I am the Lady of the Lake. I gave Excalibur to a king. I shall give you something even better, my undying devotion.
I appreciate the sentiment, but just trying to get home.
He is noble. He does not seek glory. He seeks only his humble hearth. My token, the key to the waters between worlds.
Is this an actual key or a metaphorical one?
Both?
I'll take it.
Thank you. Arthur Pendleton, I am Maud. I weigh the hearts of the dead against a feather. I have weighed yours. You are honest, sometimes uncomfortable. You say what you mean what you say. In my experience, this is extraordinarily rare. It's social liability. It is a virtue. My token, may truth always be your compass. Defend the feather very carefully. Try not to bend.
I erupted an entire volcano for him! A volcano! Do you know how long it takes to cool lava into a proper gift? I offered him the Golden Stag! I offered him a 12-part epic! I gave him a key! I gave him a lucky coin! None of you gave him a volcano!
From a comfortable distance. Nobody gave me a volcano. You erupted one. There's a difference.
He noticed the distinction! He is brilliant!
To Vesta, quietly. Is it always like this? Yes, but they mean well. Here, eat. You look like you need it. Thank you, Vesta. This is excellent bread. It tastes like home. That's what I make it for. Quietly. You know, of all the goddesses I've met today, you might be the most underrated. The goddess of the hearth usually is, but the hearth is where everyone comes home to. Oh, yes, exactly.
Everyone! Please! Stop! I want to say something. And I want everyone to listen, because I'm not going to repeat it. I have met 22 of you today. Each of you is extraordinary. Each of you has power and beauty and wisdom that I cannot fully comprehend. And each of you has been very kind to me in your own way, even when you were very loud. But I need you to understand something about me. I am not a prize to be won. I am not a hero on a quest for glory. I am a 43-year-old man who organizes documents for a living, who talks too much about trains, who finds large social gatherings exhausting, and who has a cat waiting for his dinner. I am not Odysseus. I am not a king. I am just Arthur. And I would very much like to go home.
We know, Arthur. We know. We got carried away. We do that sometimes. We don't often get visitors who are genuine. It's been a long time. You reminded us what it's like to be seen by someone who isn't trying to use us or fear us. Just talking to us like people. You are people.
ordinary people, but still people. Now, I believe I need 4 more tokens. Y, X, Y, and Z. Could we do that efficiently? I'd like to be home before midnight.
Arthur Pendleton, I am White Buffalo Calf Woman. I brought the sacred pipe to my people. I taught them to live in balance. I give you this, not to smoke. It is a symbol of the breath between words, the pause between actions, the space where wisdom lives. You already know how to use it.
I think I understand. Thank you.
And I am Xochitl, goddess of beauty and flowers and art and all things that make life worth living. I have made you a flower crown, placing it on his head. There, you look magnificent.
Reaching up to feel it. Is it marigolds?
Marigolds and jade flowers and a sprig of something that only grows in the realm between worlds. You are a work of art, Arthur.
Quietly touched. I've never been called a work of art before.
You should be called one every day. Here is my token, a single marigold petal that will never fade. Keep it somewhere safe.
I am Yemaya, Mother of Waters. I hold all the world's oceans in my skirts. I have seen every ship that ever sailed, every soul that ever crossed the water. You are a good soul, Arthur Pendleton. Small in the way of all mortals, but good in the way that matters. My token. When you hold it to your ear, you will hear the ocean, and you will remember that you are never truly alone. Holding the shell to his ear, listening. Quietly. I can hear it. Thank you, Yemaya.
And finally, I am Zoria, guardian of the Dawn Star. I open the gates of heaven each morning so the sun can rise. I am the last letter and the first light. Here is my token, Arthur, a piece of the morning star. It will light your way home.
Holding all 26 tokens, looking at them. I have all 26.
Yes, you do.
Crowmother led Arthur to the center of the Crystal Pavilion, where a great stone circle stood, its surface carved with symbols from every culture represented in the realm. All 26 goddesses gathered around it in a wide circle, and for the first time all day, there was no arguing, no competing, no dramatic declarations. Just 26 extraordinary beings standing quietly, watching one very ordinary man prepare to go home. Thank you, all of you. I know today was unusual for both of us, for all of us. I want you to know that I will remember every one of you. Not because you're goddesses, but because you were kind to me. Even when you were being very loud and slightly overwhelming. Bridget, I will read your poem when you finish it. Artemis, I would like to hear more about your hounds. Crowmother, I would like to learn more about your indexing system. Vesta, that ride was exceptional. And Durga, if Gerald from the second floor doesn't respond to the noise complaint, I might take you up on that sternly worded letter.
I will make it very stern.
Good. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye! Goodbye, Arthur! Safe travels! Come back soon! We'll be here. Goodbye, Arthur of Millbrook. Goodbye!
Arthur Pendleton stepped through the portal, still wearing his flower crown, still holding his cardigan closed against the warm wind of Between Worlds. He landed in his living room with a soft thud on the carpet, right next to his scattered railway timetables. The kettle timer was going off. Mr. Whiskers was sitting on the armchair, staring at him with the expression of a cat who has been waiting for his dinner for what feels like an eternity and would like an explanation. Arthur Pendleton, looking around his apartment, then at Mr. Whiskers. Hello, Mr. Whiskers. I'm home. I had quite a day. I'll tell you about it over dinner. He put the kettle on. He fed Mr. Whiskers. He carefully re-alphabetized his timetables. And he placed 26 small tokens on the shelf above his desk, each one glowing faintly in the lamplight. He sat in his armchair, drank his tea, which was inevitably slightly oversteeped, and he smiled. Because Arthur Pendleton had gone on an adventure, a loud, chaotic, overwhelming, beautiful adventure. And he had come home exactly as himself, which, it turned out, was more than enough.
This has been the audio adventures of the Goddesses from A to Z, a fan fiction audio drama inspired by the book Goddesses from A to Z by Ellen Lorenzi Prince. Thank you for listening. May your path be clear, your schedule be kept, and your tea be steeped to exactly the right strength. Arthur.
4 minutes, not a second more.
4 minutes, not a second more. Good night, everyone.